Let's go. Yeah, it's your boy JY Did It. Back at you. I'm here with my boy Kill Bill. We're gonna recap on the rock. Check him out. Yeah. Yeah, y'all heard it. Let's Kill Bill. Not the radio station, not the movie, not none of the above. Yeah, we was in the rock. Kid, tell us a little bit about it, man. You had a show earlier, man. You had slid out of jurisdiction, man. STL.
Man,
give us a little update on that and some of the characters that you communicated with, how the vibe was.
Man, JX, man, I'ma just say that adventure, that journey to Little Rock, Arkansas, man, it was just like, I'ma just say so much love for feeling. Like the energy was great, man. Like the love, vice versa, was great. You feel me? People, especially the artists, I mean, great networking. I mean, everybody was sticking out together. Everybody had great performances, man. Just the same, man. Plus, they had good weather down there. You know how it is.
Oh, man. And, I want to ask you a few questions here right quick. About you being an artist, you know what I'm saying, out of St. Louis, and in my last show, if anyone didn't see, I want you to look at it how my brother Debo Loco was talking about unity and coming together as a unit and being able to, you know what I'm saying, vibe with each other and be able to, you know what I'm saying, have some type of neutral grounds and represent one another dealing with this industry. Yeah, this music, because because me personally, I was there and I seen that all the artists, you know what I'm saying, was connected with one another in the back, and you know what I'm saying, communicating with them. I seen a lot of, you know what I'm saying, representation of those who that was performing and video shooting, and I think it was a wonderful thing, you know what I'm saying, a unity thing, because we had individuals from Helena, Arkansas as well. That was there, you know what I'm saying. We got a shout out to Helena, Arkansas as well. That came in, performed, and got down, did that thing, you know what I'm saying. Then we had the Lou, you know what I'm saying. Then also, you know what I'm saying, you know we're finna do something great though here in a minute. But I want you to go ahead and tell me a little bit about that, Jeff.
Hey, first and foremost, I'm gonna give a shout out to D Polo. Man, great dude, man. First time meeting him in person, just energy was there, the vibe was right. With the touch base that we was talking about, like with unity with each other and everybody coming to common grounds, that's a great topic he speak on, because we greater together now. I mean, fighting against each other, you know. It's each artist touch bases and we network with each other. It was like not to say like no perfect scene, but it was great. And it's one thing I shout out to D Polo about, you know, at the show in Little Rock. We was all in the back. It was all the artists, you know. We all chopping up. They called all the artists to the back, you know. So first thing he said, first and foremost, you know what I mean, everybody back in the network, and first and foremost, everybody shake hands. I done been to a lot of shows and, you know, places, but, you know, ain't nobody ever really did that. And when he did that, they like, it crossed the line with boundaries with people, you know what I mean? People know each other, to shake each other's hands. I never met you, how you doing, I mean? You know, what's your platform like? And it was just great solidarity out there, you know. Energy was great, vibe. You know, everybody was trying to see what each person was about. And first and foremost, we was all out there to have fun and do what we like to do most.
I agree. And I would like to say one thing, so I want to say shout out to everyone that came and performed. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I had a great time. I enjoyed all the artists that was out there. Everybody had a deliverance. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got ambitions to strive forward to become greater and better within themselves to achieve something better than the eyes can see. And that was a good thing for me. And then another thing I want to say, I want to give a shout out to Buddha Dawn, even though he didn't get a chance to perform, but we are having some shows that's coming up later. We will be on the road, you know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be, the next show gonna be from Arkansas to St. Louis. I want y'all to be prepared and ready, because we're gonna have some artists coming from Arkansas coming to perform in St. Louis.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? They'll connect with the more artists in St. Louis. We're gonna be performing. You know what I'm saying? Also, we're gonna have some literature classes too. And we also gonna be talking about proper information. They're gonna be able to get you to the next stage going through not just the pandemic, the distressing parts of your life. We call that the mental. We're gonna get that stuff together. That's where we at. But on your up-to-date music, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is you working with now?
With the up-to-date music, it's the sound I'm going to the culture. I'm a very diverse artist. And a lot of things I come with a lot of meaning. The next project I'm working on for, I say my fans, something with a little uppity tune, you know, something to catch a beat to keep everybody rocking, keep them in tune. It's a great surprise.
Great vibe.
Oh man.
Great vibe.
Powerful vibe. It's coming to me.
Already. Okay. We go. I want everybody to look out for Kill Bill, not the movie, not the radio station, and please don't look at no cartoon section.
Boom, 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 boom.
Not there.
Let's go. Kill Bill, not the movie.
But how you feel about? We had a lady in the audience who want to ask a question. Go ahead, ma'am.
I was just wanting to ask Kill Bill, was there a different vibe when you went down south to perform with them artists? Because you've never performed with artists outside of St. Louis before, correct?
Correct.
So was there a different vibe with the way they do things versus the way you're used to performing?
What you got to say, my brother?
I don't say it was a different vibe. I'm gonna kind of say it was like a mutual vibe. You know, I'm from a city where, you know, we sit in the angle and we watch things for what it is. And like the reason why I say I vibed with Little Rock, Arkansas artists is that, you know, they was to themselves. You know, nobody was out there lame. Nobody was doing too much. You know, everybody was there, you know, for one reason. To do what they do best. The atmosphere, I'm gonna say it was great. You know, it was packed. There was a lot of people there, and everybody, was, rooting for the same thing. It just wasn't fans just rooting for the person they came for. People was rooting for other people that you wasn't even there. It was just, it was a great atmosphere. The vibe, I'm gonna say, was too much different.
Do you look forward to doing any other type of interaction with those in Arkansas for us as in making some type of more music,
of course,
in different type of sections?
Of course, man. They got my vote, for sure. That's one city, if they call on me, it's gonna be there. It just, for what we did down there, that's gonna be history. The things we did with them artists and how we went backstage, I can see us back, and I can see us from the future now, looking back 10 years from now, you know how they bring up lost footage. They're like, oh, that's where you came from, and how you was here before. I see us,
like a stepping stone.
Yeah, I see us as a stepping stone. That's why I say I felt the love in that room. It was energy. It wasn't that we were just there because we wanted to do music. It's just we were there because we were doing something we wanted to do.
Well, I like how the organizers got all the artists together to meet, so it wouldn't be no tension.
No, yeah.
Because we know what happened when tension comes to the stuff going on, in Memphis. I am praying for that city. That's my,
Memphis, my second home. How y'all doing?
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Memphis, you know what I'm saying, the loss that Memphis has suffered.
Shout out to y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Most deaf. Shout out to y'all.
But you can't mention rap and getting along and making peace without mentioning the opposition.
I ain't gonna lie. I had caught attention with a young fellow that who did music, and we had time to chit chat for about 3-4 minutes. And we were just talking about how we're gonna put this message through this music for the right cause. But I was telling him just a while ago on social media about, I guess, about 2-3 weeks, and I put on that I really want to stop making music, saying they were shooting one another.
Right.
it's like it's like we the KK clan. It's like they had hoods. It's like we killing our own kind, you know. But
Right.
it just in his music, you gotta see the message. Like I asked him what you do with the music for. He said to make a way out. We all trying to make a way out. It's just the purpose of what the music is.
So you mean to tell me you finna go
I
a different
agree.
route? You going a different route with your music from now on?
I ain't gonna say I'm gonna go a different route, because on the journey I'm chose to go on, it's some things along the journey I don't really understand, but as long as I keep following that path of this journey, I'm understanding. I'm just tweaking up my vocabulary and what I'm doing. I ain't changing it, I'm just putting more meaning to it and showing the outcome of my life, because my music is my story of my life.
I understand. I understand completely, but I understand what the lady and the artist is saying as well. And I can see, you know what I'm saying, down the highway where you're from. And you know, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's more of the message and the action behind the message.
Man, the action.
And you are really striving to deliver a message
Like,
with a devastating action of leadership that could mobilize those who are looking up towards even you and other rappers or actresses or actors or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? To lead them in a different direction beyond and above the music and behind the music, but with a level that to guide them in a different direction. And I understand that quite well, you know what I'm saying? You know, rapping about guns and everything else. But see, this is the thing that we need to talk about though. Cause battling an individual on wax, you know, me beefing with you, you beefing with me, and I got the gun, you got one, I got the money, you know, all that, you know, in the third. It caused a lot of death within the music, but they promote that.
promoting.
Because if you're not literally beefing just about, you're not making any money, you're not making any noise. And there's been some good cats that have slid through without none of the above. Several young cats have slid through without none of the above. Go ahead, Miss Lady.
They even have the women meeting.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
But if you notice the rise of the R&B and hip hop or whatever the case may be, they have individuals that doesn't look like you and I, who are rising to the charts. That's a major thing, and that means that we are buying a lot of their music, and that's.
Not necessarily.
Well, you got Indiana Grande or whatever her name is.
Yeah, you said it right.
Just a year ago, she was #1 with the most followers in the country. And not just that,
Did you follow her?
I follow anyone that follow me.
Did you
I
follow
respect
her? Did
them
you
all.
follow her?
She didn't follow me, did she?
Well, I'm just saying, you know.
Well, the thing is, Miss Lady, is a lot of these individuals doesn't look like you and I is rising to the charts. We don't even have sisters or brother who sing soul.
And it's
Soul. And the soul sing, I'm gonna pass it over to you 1 second, my brother. And the soul singers doesn't look like you and I. There's,
But they,
and she's what?
okay.
Right. Go ahead, my brother.
I just wanted to tap in on that. Like, it goes back to the culture, you know, how people speak on hip hop as rap and, you know, the R&B, and how, you know, they say it's diluted because, you know, everybody trying to mix R&B with hip hop.
Right.
Like you were just talking about, you know.
They done that.
Man, it's just the way how
They had the problem.
JS, I just look at it how you dedicate yourself, not me, to the progress. The process. Some people can take the elevator, some people choose the steps.
Sure.
And just like through the process, it's not gonna be easy.
No,
And
it's
through the
not.
process, it's not gonna be hard. It's how you take the thing. It's just like in the industry, a lot of people ask me what I signed, if this was brought to my face, brought to the table. Well, I mean, I'd rather be independent. Do my own thing.
But at that moment, would you sign?
At that moment when I signed,
Will you use that as a stepping stone? Because it's nothing wrong with using it as a stepping stone if you got a further vision.
true, and I like how you said that in that perspective. I would use that as a stepping stone to further myself only if it accommodate with a lot of rules. If I want, a lot of things that I assess myself to. I wouldn't sign to a deal to where I guess I'm working myself, overdoing my stuff for the things they want me to do. The contract has at least be expected, at least have my expectations. I at least wanted to be. Yeah.
With me personally, if it ain't no righteous in it, I ain't signing nothing.
Oh man.
It ain't enough money in the
You're not a
world.
rapper, sir.
Hey, listen,
You
man.
don't rap.
Right. But it ain't enough money in the world.
Can't sell my soul.
I can't sell my soul and I can't break the code. This is what we gotta have. We gotta have some type of common, some type of law, a code that we all agree to and we go by. That's very important. It's very important. Because if you don't have that, you assign your life away to millions of dollars and be foolish at the end of your road. You'll be looking like Bozo and not the clown. You just Bozo.
Remind me of Suge Knight and the Tupac industry type thing that was going on in the 90s.
Well, a lot of people might disagree with this, but I'm gonna speak as truth, how I feel, my truth.
Up and down.
It's not being careful. It's about understanding. See, Tupac was a smart man. He wasn't a wise man. He was a smart man, but not a wise man. Suge Knight didn't understand and know what type of young man he had on his team. That caused a conflict of interest. Because you have an individual that can read, write, and count, but don't have common sense. Should not then have common sense. Common sense would have notified you that this young man here, the jewels he's speaking, is very important. We can utilize this and overcome this madness that's taking place in our communities.
But instead,
he didn't have common sense to know that. And then he wasn't a wiser man to understand that. So he was a smart man and a foolish man with a comprehension in position. And that's a critical sight. We've seen what happened today. And I know a lot of people might disagree with that, and I understand that, and I respect that quite well. But there was no law in between them. No code of honor in between them. No real morals in between them.
which caused the biggest
And now we're here today still talking about who and how and why.
Because he a legend.
It's a legend to your flesh, spiritually and soully. It's not a legend because it's nothing that he has said or told you or showed you to delay you out of the darkness that you're in today. But a great guy, he's a legend for the flesh. kid, period, and he was a great guy. But he was worth and way more than the things he went through in his life. That's in that time when he passed. That man was very valuable.
Yeah.
Tupac was very valuable.
Shout
And
out
just the
Tupac.
individuals around him didn't acknowledge that and didn't know that. And that's a difference from education and common sense and wisdom and knowledge and smartness. Please have an understanding. But before we close out, man, I want you to give us a little bit, chop it up with us, drop us off.
Where can we find you next? You doing any tours, any stepping up the game, your marketing? Like,
Oh man.
I know you're knocking down some walls.
For us, a lot of things. We do got a lot of things in the making, pushing. First off, a lot of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, going as far as selling merchandise, branding off, and selling a lot of things. Keep in touch. For us, the music, we got a lot of things coming. For us, videos and new content, and the places we feel to explore next. I can't really try to surprise y'all with those places. I mean, I was just told a little minute before, maybe Atlanta,
okay, all right.
maybe Alabama. So, keep it tuned. We just gonna keep people, at a spiral, have them looking in as a surprise what we feel to do next. But it's a progress, and what we're doing is a project, is what we're going in.
Well, we can't wait to hear this new music, this new direction you're taking your music in.
Man, just know it's a message from the God above. We pushing everything we say.
Okay.
Already. And another thing, hey, don't ever say it's supposed to be, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna
And
happen.
shout out to my guy, Depot the Logo, Alabama, they doing their thing, him and Kane. Shout out to all my brothers on the north,
Okay.
Young Poodle Don, Slim, Non, and the rest of everybody else. And shout out to St. Louis as well. You know what I'm saying? We've been moving and grooving, sliding under the radar, keep slicking in motion.
I got
You know
a
what
few
I'm saying?
shout outs, Shout out to my man Mike. He was on the song topic, man. We gotta give him a great shout out.
Oh yeah, that was a great
Already,
song.
great shout out to Mike.
Shout
Shout out to
Mike.
my support system. As most people don't know, I gotta give a shout out to the great support system. The people behind the scene be the people that look like they're supposed to be on the scene. I can't say too much, but thank you guys.
Right.
Oh man, everything 100. Peace, love, praise, joy.
We out.